Me and my friend Dyta, we went traveling together. We landed in Banjarmasin and then we drove all the way to Tapin.
Welcome to Labide.
Visiting like old houses, traditional houses, and took some photos. We were driving through the landscape and it was really amazing. It all looked green and just totally different. And we visited a really nice little city where we first of all had some lunch. It was really amazing. I've never tasted that before. Walking around there, and on the way we met like traditional dancers. They were like really colorful, and Marsya and I were dancing with them. They invited us to dance. So we were going to a river, visiting people who lived in a little village there, and we were seeing their products, what they made, handmade, like hats, and they were sewing and braiding a lot of cool stuff. So like traditional grain hats and also straw hats. And it was really cool because they taught me how to do it, and it is something very traditional what you don't see in Germany, so that was an amazing experience. In the evening we were really hungry, so Dyta and I went for some dinner, and I was tasting a lot. I was having good coffee, like traditional coffee with ice, and I don't really know what it is, but it was all delicious. And we had a little dessert afterwards too, because the food in Tapin is really great. So we were having barbecued corn, so you could enjoy the view of the entry on the gate of Tapin. One other thing we did was going to a market. It was like 5 a.m. in the morning that Dyta and I had to wake up really early. Dyta explained me to get what we could have, what people sold there. And we tried the food. It smelled really interesting in that market early in the morning. And what we also did was like driving in a little car, like there was a guy on a bike, and in front of it we were sitting and we were driving around. It was really cool. Yeah, that was the market experience. I liked it a lot because we don't have that in Germany, and really exotic. In the afternoon, Dyta and I went to a house. It was like a mosque, and it was a bit scary actually. You could feel the energy, and the people were like taking pictures. So it was that green fence and the green house. One day we went to the rural area, like the villages and the river. We had so much fun going through the river because there was a guy on a little floating, and he was driving us around, and we were all wet, but it was like a little cool float. That was on the way to that really traditional village in the middle of the jungle. Like I've never been in a jungle like this before, and they taught me how to play their music instruments. And I was really honored to go and visit the village and see the people living in the middle of the jungle. I was surprised how cool things they do. Like they were also doing like bags and backpacks made by themselves, and I brought them for my family, and they were really happy that I brought them such colorful things from Tapin, even though they probably don't know where Tapin is. And the village people there in the jungle, they welcomed me really nicely. We were doing some dancing. I was dancing with them like a traditional dance, and they were really kind, and I enjoyed it there. One of the best things we did was taking a trip through the river, because there we could see a lot of monkeys. We could see big birds. We were just going down the river with a little boat through the jungle. There's many plants I've never seen before, and Dyta showed me monkeys and she explained me how the people live there on the river, and it's actually their only water source. For me, it was so exciting seeing the monkeys, because we don't have monkeys in Germany or in Europe. So that village on the river was really interesting, and I experienced that all the people were really nice, waving at me. A little scary part of our trip was the dancing at night. So it was like a fireplace, and then there was people totally dressed up like they danced all the bad spirits away. So like they dancing for the devil that he's leaving, and for good spirits. And I had so much fun dancing with them. It was like really cool dresses, and I was in the middle of them, and Dyta and I were like laughing. And yeah, the fire made it a little bit scary, but I know that the people were really nice, and the music was cool. They had like traditional music instruments. And the next morning we left back to Banjarmasin, to the airport, and we stopped at a stones market, where you can get like this colorful, wonderful necklaces and some batik clothes. I really enjoyed that. It's like this huge market, and then we went back to the airport. All in all, it was a wonderful trip in Tapin. I have to say, the jungle and the people and the food, it really impressed me. I would always go back.